We are crossing live to Absrod Oval, where the Scodfather will speak to the press.
I heard that he is in a grumpy mood.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, today we have the Thursday night and the Friday night press conference just coming down. Now, we have a big action-packed one today. It's massive. We're going to bring on Bevo to the show. Now, Bevo's going to join us, and we have a couple of reporters that are very keen to ask him some questions. They'll be coming up soon. But before we start, I have so many thank yous to go through. I can't believe this, okay? The support, the generosity is unbelievable. Let me go through all of them now. Now, my good friend here, Charles Zammit, he's from Queensland, okay? I've been chatting to him on Facebook, and he's a big rugby fan, okay? And in NRL, he's been top 100 many times. He's virtually called an expert when it comes to NRL. But this year, it's not doing too well for him. I think top 30% or something. I'm not sure. He told me it wasn't that high of a ranking. But in AFL, which he doesn't rank high in, he's in the top 100. Just coming down. Anyway, I just want to say thank you very much to Charles Emmett. What a legend. And he's donated $25. And he said, go buy some patsitzis. Now I'm going to buy the pea. If you ever tried the pea patsitzis, they're unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to get $25 worth of pea patsitzis. We now go to my latest video, my video from last week. Well, actually, it was a couple of days ago. And Lee Armstrong has donated $50. This is just too generous. Okay, I can't believe this. And it says, thanks for the videos, abs. My wife doesn't play Supercoach, but loves listening to you say, just coming down. Well, I just want to say thank you to yourself and to your wife and to your family. And I wish you all the best. And I just want to say thank you very much. It means a lot, so I appreciate it. Yeah, my good friend from Twitter, Matthew English, he says, keep up the great work, legend. You're the most engaging and entertaining creator there is, and you deserve all the good things that happen to you. Thank you for the constant advice and time you put into the community. I just want to say thank you very much, Matt, and I really appreciate it. And you're a top bloke, and I'll always be here for you and for everyone to give you some advice. Sometimes it's the wrong advice, so I apologise in advance. Just coming down. Now we go to Mike Gibbo, generously donating $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mike. He says, I don't have Gorn. He says, I already jumped off the Westgate. Okay, he says, I've drived off. Now I need to trade him in, but it means drop-kicking Jackson, scruffy head from my team. I don't know what he's done. I hope he... actually, Jackson might be right this week. He says, or can I keep Jackson and bring in Martin, who I had last season and to start the season? And he's asked for my thoughts. I don't even know what I said. I hope I gave him some good advice. What did I give him? I said, firstly, thank you so much for your generosity. You're a legend. If Gorn goes 150 tonight, he goes to 700k. If Jackson scores 100, he loses 26 or 26k. I think I will do that move, to be honest. Well, hopefully you've gone on Gorn, young man. And once again, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Now, Guzzies, 5241. He's donated $5. Thank you very much, Guzzies. It means a lot. I get to have another coffee again. It says, is Sonzi going to play this week, or is there a big chance he's a sub? I actually think he'll play. I think Sonzi will play. They need inside mids. Once again, Guzzy, thank you very much. Now, Clinton, here he's done at $8, and he says, just coming down. Well, I just want to say thank you very much, Clinton. I really appreciate the support. It actually means a lot to me, so thank you very much. Now, we go to our first game, Melbourne versus the Brisbane Lions. Now, before I start talking about this game, I just got a call from Bevo. Apparently he's running a little bit late, okay? So he's still on his way, but he's running a little bit late, okay? Apparently the supporters aren't happy, and they've been bombarded, throwing tomatoes and eggs at his car, okay? So he's still coming, but he might be a little bit late. Has to wash the car now. Anyway, let's talk about this game. Max Gorn, he scored a 138. He went nuts. Now, I've got this new app. I'm going to show it to you now. I got it from Moira's Magic. He actually gave it to me. It was very generous of him. And I'm going to share it with you. And I'm going to show you what max scoring is going to be priced at after this week. Now, to get this app, you can go on moirasmagic.com.au and you just go on the projector and you can see it here. And I put in the price, or I put in a score of 138. Round 6, I've just estimated at 130. And this gives me round 7 score of 130, all right? Now, he's going to be priced this week at 694k. He goes up 27k. He's going to be the most expensive player on Supercoach right now. Next week, he'll be 690k if he scores a 130, and he'll stay at 686k. He might drop another 4k at 130. If he scores a 130, what does he need to score? 138. At 138, he breaks even. Okay, so Gorn, if you've got him, you've got a 700k play in your hands right now. Now going back to the Melbourne game and going down the list here. Okay. These players are not of interest, all right? But we go to a few. Well, Jack Billings, he scored a 70. Jack Billings outscored Petrarca and Oliver, okay, which we're going to get to right now. We're going to get to Oliver. He scored a 65. Let's have a look at his price projection right now using Moira's Magic's app. Okay, let's have a look. I've given him the 65. I'm going to give him a generous 105. Let's give him a 110. Let's be generous. Give him a 110 in round 6 and round 7. All right, 110 in both these games. What does he average? Well, what's he going to be priced at? Let's have a look. Well, at 65, he's dropped down to under 500k this week. If he scores a 110, he goes to 474, and then he goes to 477. Now, if that 110 is a 90, all right, the next 2 games, then he's priced at 450k. That's bananas. That's as cheap as for Oliver. So we can get Oliver end of round 7. So start of round 8 for 450k. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to spend that much money on him. Okay, I might keep the players I've got. Oliver's got a sore finger. He's going to get better. Because that finger, he needs that finger to do his handballing and his tackling, okay? That's what's let him down. He's not going to be this bad. So you can expect Oliver to come back very strong very soon. So the minute he hits under 500, about 450, I'd jump on. I'm getting ready for him. Now this gets me to Petrarca next. Now, if you thought Oliver was a bargain, have a look at Petrarca. Now Petrarca, a 59. Let's have a look at his projections. Now I've given Petrarca the 59. Then I've given him a 120 and a 120. Okay, he's going to be 575k end of round 7. So in round 8, you want to be a little bit cashed up, I think. That's when all the bargains are coming, because we've still got Team English we've got to discuss. There are so many bargains end of round 7. The upgrade season for us is going to be in round 8. I might just cash up, get as much cash as possible, and get all my players in end of round 7. Go double upgrade, okay? Anyway, let's continue. But this is too good to be true. It's like it's Christmas, and we're still in April. Now, Caleb Windsor scored a 38. Okay, that's just very disappointing for the owners. Okay, I think it's time to let him go. He's not good now. You got to cash out on him. And Howes scored a 62. It's one of those scores where the owners are sort of happy to let him go. Okay, he probably made 10k this week. Because you have to get rid of him this week anyway, okay? Because you're going to bring in the new rookies. And the people that kept him are sort of happy because he's sort of outscored Petrarca. He's outscored pretty much a lot of players. He even outscored English. We now go to the Brisbane Lions, okay? And Rayner had a day out, okay? Dunkley had a day out. But I want to talk about Zorko. I want to show you Zorko's heat maps and what he's doing lately. He's scoring 116. That's a huge score. Let's have a look at Zorko, because I've got some important information to tell you about Zorko right now. Now, Zorko has played round 1, round 3, and round 4. In round 1, he scored 83. Actually, he played round 0 as well, scored 76. In round 0, Zorko played in the forward line, all right? So 76 in the forward line. Zorko in the forward line, we don't want him there, okay? He's a no good, okay? He's poo-poo in the forward line. Now, However, in round one, all right, Zorko played more along in defence, in the midfield, in on the wings. Had a different role again. In this game, what did he score? 78. But the following week, okay, he played in the half-back flank. Okay, you can see he's everywhere. Okay, in the half-back flank. He scored a 120 plus in this game. The following week again, he had the same role. Only scored 96, but had the same role. Again, the heat map is off the charts. This is an unbelievable heat map. These are good scores from Zorko. Good touches. And this week he scored 116, same position. Now, you may say Zorko, he's nearly 70 years old, okay? He's a grandpa. You don't want to, he gets injured all the time. You may say this, right? Well, I said the same thing, okay? However, we have some breaking news. Well, on Channel 7 this week, and I didn't know about this, okay? Someone, I've got I don't actually have Instagram. I don't know what my account is, but anyway, when I logged in, I got an Instagram, and it popped up, and here is Zorko. Now, apparently, this acupuncture, whatever they've done to him, he's fixed him up, okay? He feels like he's 25 years old again. He runs faster than he's ever run. He feels better than he's ever felt. And look it up on the 7 News if you can find it. It's an unbelievable story. And now Zorko is injury-free. And look at the way he's running. He can do everything now. He's become Superman, just coming down. And the good thing about Zorko, he's still cheap. He's 527k. He goes up 22k this week. That's with his score of 116. He's only 527k. I'm actually highly considering getting him this week. Very keen. So I'm going to jump on him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to grab him. I don't think he's an injury risk anymore. Although I may want to see him one more week because we got a few players to come back into that team, into the Lions team. Maybe give him one more week. See what he can do. Because even if he scores a 120, he goes up only 11k. So it's not a big difference. So we can actually see him for another week and see what he does. I don't mind the wait. You have to also consider his bye round. He's got the round 12 bye. Now he shares that with a few good players. We've got Green on that. Let's have a look actually. Who's on that round 12 bye round? Let's go to our team. All right, round 12. Let's have a look. When you got the bye rounds in round 12, you've got all the North Melbourne players. So you got Cheezels. Well, I've got Sherry as well. Okay, who might become English for about 60k maybe. We've got Powell. We've got Heaney, okay, on that bye round. We've got Tom Green. So we've got a few players on that bye round. You don't want to have too many. Even Whitfield, if you own it, Whitfield, he's on that bye round. So having one more player is not ideal. But it could be worth the risk because you're going to get 5 or 6 good games out of him coming up to that bye. He could make the difference in our forward line. And we actually need forwards. I might turn King into him next week. We'll see how we go. Now, Lockie Neal is having a great year. 109. I'd want to pick him up in round 13 after his bye. I mean, especially if I'm going to get Zorko. I don't want to have another one, okay? So, Lockie Neal, I'll probably get him in round 13, and I might get Zorko early. I can't believe I'm going to get Zorko. This is unheard of. Anyway, I'm very interested in Zorko. He's only in 3% of teams, hardly owned, okay? I know the team that's ranked 20th has got him. He got him last week, so he's going to be flying with Zorko. To be honest, there's not much more at the Lions except for one more boy here who had a rookie, had a massive game with Lohman, scored an 81, a huge game, but we've missed that boat. Okay, that boat has sailed now, and we've got to move on. Okay, so he had a big third quarter, 50-point third quarter, and he scored 30 points in the other 3 quarters. Also a big sub-risk, Lohman. So probably a pass on Lohman for now. We now go over to the Dogs and the Bombers game. Now, this was a very unusual game, okay? Before the game started, on the scoreboard, they had that Sanders was going to be the sub, okay? Well, he just said Sanders sub, okay? Well, Minnie Monk put it to my attention that apparently because he was a 23rd player on that list, That's why they gave him that sub on the board. So that made sense, okay? So he wasn't going to be the sub because he was a 23rd player. That's why his name was there as a sub, which he didn't become the sub, but he got subbed out. It's just coming down. I can't believe this. He was going so well. He was off 46. He was actually doing much better than that. Then Bevo sort of bevoed him and put him in the forward line. Didn't do much after that. Then Bevo made a statement saying that because he's young, it's for his development that he's going to be the sub. So he subbed him out, and the kid wasn't happy. You can tell by the picture tells us 1,000 words. Let me show you a picture of Sanders on the bench. Now, this is Sanders on the bench. Well, according to Alex Doherty, okay, now he says here, just leave this here. You lot can interpret this for yourselves, okay? He threw the water bottle. He threw the towel. Absolutely threw the toys out of the cot. He was seething to be subbed out again. So much hype about Riley Sanders, but he's out of this game. That's from Tim Hodges, the boundary commentator. He was upset. He had his hands against his head. He was virtually about to cry, okay? This is not a kid learning how to play. This is a kid learning that he got how to be bevoed, okay? That's what happened. And here's a picture of him all, he's sad, okay? He just broke, he's played a good game. He wasn't playing bad. He's just got a broken heart. He doesn't feel too well. Anyway, welcome to the big league. Welcome to Bevo's land. Now we're going to Libba. And Libba, he had a decent game. Gave away a 50-metre penalty. Could have been a 110 for him. Copped a heavy knock during the game. Probably a hard tackle. It came from Stringer. Tackled him really hard. About 15, 20 minutes later, he collapsed. Okay, he fell on the floor. No one was near him. Just fell. And we saw even Parrish sort of went to his aid, helped him, lifted him up. And he didn't look good. Looked like he couldn't see properly. His eyes were rolling. Even when he was running, something wasn't right, okay? It looked like it was delayed concussion from the looks of it. In the press conference, Bevo, he said nothing wrong with him. He tripped, he said. He tripped. No concussion. He'll be okay. Is he okay? Something wrong? Just come on down. How can a coach say that? Anyway, we're going to ask him later on in the press conference. Bevo, apparently he's in the rooms now. He's powdering up, so we'll have a chat to him soon. Anyway, let's keep continuing. Jack McRae scored an 87. Looks like maybe he had 25 touches. Could be back soon. Okay, so then again, Bevo's the coach, so we don't know what to think. But anyway, 25 touches. Put him on the watch list, but they rushed to get him in because it's too scary. Now, Sam Darcy had a great game. Scored 82. Could have kicked 2 more goals. Missed 2 sitters. Could have been 3 goals. He could have been over 100. But he had 46% game time. 46%, okay? Not even half a game. Played less. How does a player so vital to the team have 46%? Last week it was 50%, okay? So something wrong. Anyway, surely it's not his fitness. He looks fit. Anyway, Bontempelli had a shocker. Worst game I've seen him play. Scored a 73. I don't know. Is there a problem with the Dogs? Okay, there's something not right there. If you saw Owen Bramble, he scored 77, but you should have got rid of him by now. Now going further down, Baku Kamis, okay, he scored a 64. Normally I would say that's not good enough, but if you own English, you'd be happy with the 64. Just come it down. Now let's get to English. Okay, what happened? Scored 58. It was the worst game I've seen English play. Let's have a look at his price. What's going to happen to it? Well, if he scores a 120 in the next 2 games, he's going to go down to 580k. He's going to be so cheap. Sherry, if he scores 110 in the next 2 games, well, actually next 3 games, 110, Sherry's going to be 50k up to English. This is unheard of. So we're going to get English for virtually for nothing, okay? 580k, that's cheap. The problem is, What's wrong with English? Okay, is he worth 580k now? Because he's not scoring this year. He's had the odd 120. He kicked goals to get those scores. He's not the same English we saw last year. I know he has a contract not signed for next year. May go to Perth. Is that affecting him? Is something wrong? I know for a fact that even though he's only getting 50% time on ground, but where's my boy? Let's get over here. Darcy is taking some of his ruck time. We know that for a fact. Is English the second best ruckman right now? I'm not sure. I don't know who the second best ruckman is. I don't think it's English, okay? I'm not sure if it's Marshall. I might just keep Sherry, okay? We'll see how it goes, but I don't want to have a ruckman score 58s. Pay 580k for that. That's poo-poo. And, of course, we already spoke about Sanders. And their sub, it was Dale, one of their best All-Australian defenders. I mean, of course you sub Dale. Why wouldn't you sub Dale when you got Bramble? Bramble's a good player, okay? Keep him on. Just sub Dale out. Just come in there, Bevo. Now, we go to Essendon, and I did something very naughty. I traded in Nick Martin this week. The last minute change. I couldn't make up my mind what I want to do, and I traded him in, and he scored 100. The funny thing is, he only had 25 touches, and he scored 100. When he has 50 touches, he only scores 130. It was actually a very ordinary game from Martin. I didn't enjoy watching him play. I don't know why I even brought him in. Okay, I actually regret it. Even though he scored 100, I don't feel happy. And he had 90. What is it? Where is it here? Nick Martin, 84% disposal efficiency. That was okay, all right, but it wasn't the same role as he had the last 2 weeks when I was watching him when I didn't own him. It was a different role. He kicked a goal, did a couple of things that got him to 100s, but I just hope he improves because I think I've made a mistake. Okay, I'm not happy with this choice. I shouldn't have got the spotty. I'm so upset with myself. Anyway, I always say don't do anything in the last minute, and I don't listen to my advice, and I took him in. Anyway, scored 100. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it's going to turn out good for us. We don't know. We're going to find out. Now, Zach Merritt, 108. Actually, no one scored in this game. The highest score there was 103, 108. So maybe the 100 was a good score. Redmond, none of these players are Supercoach relevant except for Merritt. Actually, at Essendon, they don't have anyone. There's only 2 players at Essendon that take note. And there's Darcy Parish, 61. His price is going to get smashed. It's going to perish. Let's have a look what his price is going to. Well, I've given him a 61. Then I give him a 2 105s. And I'm being very generous with the 105s. I don't think he'll ever get 105 this year. But anyway, I gave him 105 twice and a 61. And his price is going to be under 500k in 2 weeks' time. Again, in round 8. Okay, not a bargain player. I don't think I'm interested. I'd rather get Oliver. Okay, actually, Oliver and him are competing with each other. Sometimes there are cheap players, but they're not worth getting. Okay, Parrish at the start of the year looked so good at the pre-season. Had his best ever pre-season. They were saying Jet doing everything. All the Essendon players, all they were saying was Parrish. But he's perished now. He's vanished. Okay, something wrong. Anyway, let's get to the press conference. I think everyone's in there now.
Hi, Bevo. This is Caroline. I can't tell you my surname because it's none of your business. Anyway, I want to know what's wrong with the Dogs, okay? How did the Bombers, who got smashed last week, how did they beat you, okay? I want to know. Also, one more question, if you can tell me, please. I want to know what's wrong with English, okay? Why is he no good now? Why has he become a spud? Just come down!
Yeah, hi Caroline. Now, did you watch the game? Okay, now obviously we were well within our rights to lose this game. Our players were all poo-poo today. They played like poo-poo. Now, we're going to make the finals. We're going to win the grand final this year because I'm the best coach there is. Okay, there's no better. I am the number one coach. No one can make tactical decisions, make crazy changes like I can. That's why I'm so good. I want a premiership. How dare you question me? Just calm it down.
I have another question. I want to know, why was Sanders, why was he subbed out? He didn't look very happy, okay? People that play Supercoach, they want to know answers. Some people had him on fields. They're not happy.
Well, Caroline, what do you think? Why do you think I took him off? Because I'm Bevo, okay? I can do whatever I like. My job as a coach is to cause chaos to all the Supercoach players. That's what I do. I'm very good at that. Just calm it down, okay?
I have another question. What's wrong with Libba? Looked like he was injured. Looked like he had a concussion. Is he okay?
Libba, of course, there's nothing wrong, okay? He tripped over his feet. He fell down. Simple. Okay, nothing wrong, no concussion. There's nothing, okay, nothing wrong. He's going to play next week. He's fine. I could have played another 4 quarters if you had to. Okay, that's what they do. They're going to play hard. We apologise about their rude behaviour, okay? Apparently a fight broke out later on between Caroline and Bevo, okay? So we had to stop the interview short. Anyway, let's move on now. Let's get to our team, okay? Now, as I told you earlier, we made a late change. We took out Flanders and brought in Spud. Now, the Spud scored 100. We're going to take the 100, but I think I made a mistake, okay? I shouldn't have done that. So anyway, it's happened, so we're going to have to live with this for a while. We're going to trade him out on his bye. Where's his bye? Okay, we'll get rid of him. He's in round 14. Around 14, we'll get rid of him and turn him into a genuine gun, okay? Now, let's clear his buys. This week's scores, well, we've got the 100 from Martin. We've got Sanders, who's 46, ain't going to count, I think. We've got the 82 from Darcy, we're happy with that. And we've got a 64 from Kamis, okay, we're going to have to take that score as well. So far, the 2 low scores are 46 and 64. I think Cadman may struggle to get that 64. We have Wilson, who's going to come on as well. He's going to probably get a struggle as well, so we'll see how it goes. Now, we also have Carroll as the emergency. Okay, he's going to alternate with Clark. Okay, I think if Carroll goes well, which I doubt. Okay, but if he does, we'll take Graham off. Okay, and we'll put Carroll on. But I would need a score above 64 for that. Okay, so we'll see how Carroll goes. Now, going by all the scores, and we're actually struggling this week, okay? We're playing against the Mini-Monk, and it looks like it's going to be a close game. Mini-Monk's all over me this week. We're going for a 1952 projection. It was 2100 at the start of Thursday. It dropped to 1952. Only 2 games, we lost 150 off the projection. Everything's gone sour right now. Now, matchups happening at the moment. We've got Selby playing against Damon. That's going to be a close game. We got Bryce Mitchell against Supercoach of DR. Actually, that 1950 looks good right now. Okay, we got Daniel Batson's got 1970 projection against Ben. We have JD 1950. It looks like he's got my boy Mick from Horses for Courses. So he's got him covered. We've gone through our school. We've got JP and Januff. Look like they're going to have a close one. 1874 each. We've got my boy here, Swizz, at 1916. Looks like he's just ahead of Pistol at 1836. We've got Al Payton having a good week. He's playing against Tim Mitchell, the Herald Sun boys, against each other. Looks like Al Payton might have the edge there. And other games, we've got Smoking Joe from Centre Bounce, 1842, against MJ. He's going to have a win. Just cover down, okay? MJ looking good this week. And we have Stephen, SD Supercoach, just ahead of George J. Don't tell me George's going to lose by 3 points again. Just cover down, George. Okay, George, in the last quarter, had 2 3-point losses. Okay, I don't think I've heard something's going to happen to the coach. That comes towards the end of our program, and we got Saturday and Sunday to come. If it's going to be anything like it's been on Thursday and Friday, we're in for a long weekend. This could be disaster. Once again, thank you for all your support and all your warm wishes, and that's all for today. Thank Thank you for joining, and remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.